Film is my passion, and I have learned so much on the set. And for two, the message behind it. The message is something that everyone should hear, not just for black people, but for all races.
Honestly speaking, I really just wanted to be a part of something that was great. Immediately, I just jumped on board. I had to do it.
Wanna go have a tricycle race?
2 years?
Scene 3, take 4.
Bubble, build character.
On the web.
Blue Collar Hustle is my love letter to African American community and black progress at large. It is my heart, it's my soul, it is everything to me.
I enjoyed it. Not only was the quality of the production very high, but I also saw that it had an incredibly positive message.
It was brought to me by Alonge. I read it and I just was blown away by the writing. I had not read anything, at least not lately, as far as script-wise, like that. It just completely blew me away, and I just really, really wanted to be a part of it.
What really inspired me was, the hunger that people have, that certain people are really trying to thrive, to get to this higher level of achievement that they want to achieve in their life, and at the same time, obviously, taking care of family and doing the right thing, being an honest man.
The character I play is Quan Banneker, all right? He's dope, super dope. The way Alonge wrote him, it goes so in depth with who he is and what he stands for. I could relate to him. It's basically like I am Quan Banneker, even in reality, from his struggles, from his trials and tribulations.
It's just one simple thing. I just like to have fun doing what I love to do, which is filming, whether it's been in front of the camera or behind the scenes. I just love it, and this is my first time doing the web series. I just want to do something different, and I like the direction it's going in, breaking barriers. I'm all about it. I love it.
So originally, Alonge playing Johnny, he's been a writer for a while. He's always had that creative writing in him, and he's always been a mentor and a close friend to me. He originally came to me with this idea and a script that he was working on, really just the idea that later became the script. And that made it, I don't know, like I've always supported him and I've always followed him. And just his passion alone brought me into it.
The reason why I got involved in the project was because Jeffrey got involved. And whatever Jeffrey does, I know it's not going to be a waste of his time or energy, so I'd gladly come along with him and work with him. He's also pretty good at what he does, so I like being a part of it. But then I also got to see the first finished episode, and I was floored by the quality of it. It was network quality, very well done, very well written, executed well, a lot of great actors and whatnot. It's got a very strong positive message, and I think it's the sort of message that a lot of people out there need to see.
From the very first episode that I've just seen, what I learned was progression is key. That we should always strive to exceed expectations, always, and not just stick with standard.
Blue Collar Hustle can relate to almost anybody's personal life. It's really just, it's a notion of what you do and how you get out of it. It's like if you're happy doing what you do and you're not thinking about it, then you're done, you made it. But if you're like a lot of people where you go to work, you're worried about bills, you're worried about food, you're worried about what I have to do today, the stresses today, who I made promises to. It's like getting out of that mantra. It's like making it past that. It's a big fear because you want to break the mold, you want to jump out and really do something crazy and like go after your dreams. You're chasing your dreams, and that can relate to anybody, me specifically, because we've all been stuck in that in that mode. We've all been stuck in that phase where you just go on and on and on. You're making money, you're paying bills, you're making ends meet, but are you happy, you know? As cliche as it sounds.
Like I said before, the stories that aren't told like this about black people, you know? The way that Alonge has penned this story and wrote the script is just a story that the world needs to hear. I mean, even with our director, Jeffrey Henderson, it's just the way he shoots his scenes and the way he does his editing, it's just totally different from anything you will see. You know, I follow a lot of web series online and a lot of great ones, but the way that this is done is just totally different. It's something that you've never seen before. I've never seen it before, and I'm a person who's hip to game and hip to what's going on right now.
Honestly, I think it relates to everyone's life, but me personally, definitely being out here in Atlanta, trying to act, trying to be a part of the scene, trying to make connections, because it definitely is who you know, and you have to hustle out here. Like, nothing's gonna come easy to you. And also doing the 9-to-5 thing, you know, having just regular bills that have to be paid, where it's like, okay, so I can either go ahead and make money at work, or I can go to this casting call where I may or may not get cast. Which one am I really trying to do though? Do I need to go ahead and make sure that these bills are paid, or do I want to go ahead and take this risk and take this chance on this? But this is something that I really want.
I personally was able to relate to it really good because of my hustle that I'm personally still going through, and many people do. And I've realized, you know, working 40 hours a day, trying to meet ends meet, and, you know, taking care of family, and also at the same time trying to, you know, strive and go pursue your dreams stuff. So I was like, wow, that's a very intriguing story, and I'm going to definitely help out with that.
Alonge hit me up, he sent me a text and he said, yo, I'm working on something crazy. And I'm like, man, I don't know what is going. So he hit me and we met up and he said, I have a script. He showed me the script. At first I was hesitant. I was like, how we gonna get the funding? Who gonna get directed? What are we doing? We just talking about soda stuff, now we're going to Blue Collar Hustle. Next thing I know, he had something else in motion. Yo, I got the director. That's when I knew it was serious. I finally read the script. I said, this guy got something. This is genius. This is timeless.
If you're a stranger to any of this, I mean, honestly, no one's really a stranger to this. We've all been there. We've all lived that life. So if you get into the story, it's not gonna feel unfamiliar. Like, if you can relate to it at all, you're gonna want to support. Like, you're gonna want to contribute. It's a movement that we want everybody to be a part of. Like, not just, you know, the people on the inside, not just friends and family. We want it to be the big movement, like a big movement.
We really have to unite in order to bring these messages out. There's no way we can do this individually or one person at a time. This is something where people have to unite. This is something that needs to be seen, and only if we unite as people and really contribute to this whole project, you know, this thing can succeed.
I just want everybody to enjoy it and contribute to it, because we work so hard. I'm talking about, we work so hard, rehearsal after rehearsal, and really doing this for the people. We're really doing this for the people.
It's a universal message, honestly. Anyone who ever had a dream and gave it up, or thought that, you know what, it's not realistic. This show can tell you that, yeah, it is. It actually is realistic, and it is possible. And you should definitely chase what inspires you and what it is that you're passionate about. And also, the characters in this show, they don't necessarily have like a coming of age. What they have is a coming of culture. And stories that feed our culture belong in the industry. So if for no other reason than that, they definitely should contribute to the show, because it's an amazing show.
Having a cast and crew to really just support me and really just believe in the vision that I had for all of us is really what Blue Collar Hustle is all about. It's what striving for greatness is all about. I mean, I couldn't have done this without Howard, without Jeffrey, without, you know, Sosa, without Quentin. And, you know, Quentin was really the linchpin for this entire movement. You know, the music that he made and the album that he put out really inspired 4 young men from Stone Mountain, Georgia, to come together in a Burger King and decide that we were going to take our destiny in our own hands and create something that belonged to us and not to anybody else. And for just once in my life, if I could be able to say that I was my own boss and that I created something, I didn't want to do it with anybody else but this cast and crew. I wanted them to be around to support me, and I needed them to be around to believe in me.
I think as time will go on, it will show that making the right decisions does not only benefit a single person, but also benefits the people around them. So if everyone starts to get into the habit of making these good decisions and doing the right thing, that eventually it causes a ripple effect or a cascade in which not only will the core people do it, the other people will start to do it, and they'll end up rising up with each other. Life as a whole, you can't go through it by yourself. It's impossible.
I just like to have fun. I'm just simple. I keep it simple. I keep it real. So I just like to have fun. That's it.
I support my daddy and I support his hustle, so I don't have to hustle.
I just want to say thank you to every single person who watched the teaser tag, to every single person who watched the episode, to every single person who told any one of us that we could do this. We love you, we cherish you, we honor you, and we just want to continue making something that makes you proud. None of us could be here without your continued support and without you saying that we could achieve, and we will achieve. And when we do it, we're going to do it for you. Thank you one more time.